Good morning and welcome to today's Good News, our weekly verse-by-verse study to help encourage you along your walk with the Lord. My name is Mitch, and today we're in Jude 24. We're continuing our verse-by-verse little study here, and we're talking. Jude is the little brother of Jesus. And you know, one thing I think about when I think of brothers is making fun of each other, ripping on each other, that sibling rivalry. And that reminds me of a story of the rabbits that were dancing in a parade a line backwards. They had a receding hairline. And that has nothing to do with my older brother. But I'm sure Jesus was a great brother to Jude. And you know, so often we look at Jesus and we think of his holiness and his godliness. And he was God, fully God. But he was also man. And he was also a brother, and he also had family. So I can picture Jesus, you know, being one of those teens that had a good time with his brothers. You know, we think of Jesus so seriously, but Jesus had a great sense of humor, and people loved to be around him because he was fun to be around, and he had a good sense of humor, and he drew people in with his love. And so let's read Jude chapter 1, verse 24, and it says, "Now to him who is able to keep you from stumbling and present you blameless before the presence of his glory with great joy." This is, of course, is talking about Jesus, and this is a twofold promise. This is a now and forever promise, and we're going to focus in today on the words and that phrase, keep us from stumbling. You know, temptation hits us all, and temptation can get a hold of you, and sometimes it seems like it's so hard to resist those things that get us. The enemy knows how to tempt us. But Jesus promises us here that he will not allow us to stumble. Elsewhere, he says, "I know my sheep, and they know my voice, and no one will snatch them out of my hand." And no one means also you, your own sin. You can't snatch yourself out of Jesus' hand. He will keep you. This is a promise. He will keep you from stumbling. And so here, Jesus' little brother tells us that not only will he keep us from stumbling in our daily sin that we face in temptation, but in that day when we see the Lord face to face, when in the end times or when our life is done, he will keep us from stumbling over that finish line. He's going to be there for us, and it's going to be his righteousness. It's going to be his perfection that gets us across that finish line without stumbling. And Paul says it this way in 1 Corinthians 10:13. He says, "No temptation has seized you except what is common to man. But God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted more than you can stand. But when you're tempted, he will always provide a way out so that you can stand up under that temptation." And I wrote a little song to help remember that verse because I need it very much. And Jesus this morning just says, "I got you." Jesus is saying, "I got you. I'm not going to let you stumble." And you're thinking, "Well, my sin's so great and it's so huge and I can't." Jesus says, "I got you. Don't worry about it. No temptation has seized you. No temptation has seized you except what is common to man. But God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted more than you can stand. But when you are tempted, he will always provide a way out so that you can't stand up under it. Everybody scream and shout, hallelujah. No temptation has seized you except what is common to man. But God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted more than you can stand. But when you are tempted, he will always provide a way out so that you can't stand up under it. Everybody scream and shout, hallelujah." You can keep singing that all day, and I guarantee you that's going to help you from stumbling, and it'll keep you from your temptations. I hope that encouraged you this morning. Jude is a great book. It's been a joy to be able to go through it with you. God bless you.